Hi Earth Signs and welcome to my channel. This is the Dream Medium. So I do hope that all of you have been doing well and staying safe. So this is actually a new series that I am introducing to my channel. This is like, I'm still trying to figure out a name to call this series. So if you have any ideas, you're more than welcome to leave a comment and share it with me. But this is really like an update on your love life. What's going on in your love life, Earth sign. So this is for Capricorns, Virgos, and Taurus. This is for Sun, Moon, or Venus, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle the cards. What is going on in my Earth signs' love life? What do they need to know? What is going on in Earth signs' love life? Please remember that this is a general reading, so please only take what resonates, leave what does not. You have the Judgment, Three of Wands, Eight of Cups, and we're going to pull out a fourth card, Six of Pentacles. Clarify the Judgment, Ace of Wands, clarify the Three of Wands, the Hierophant, clarify the Eight of Cups. Ooh, Ten of Swords in reverse. Clarify the Six of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Excellent. So let me give you an update on your love life. What's going on? What is happening? What is it that you are unaware of? I do feel like a lot of you guys, a lot of my earth signs, you guys are like trying to make a final decision about something, and it's been long overdue, if we're being honest. I feel like, you've been trying your hardest to make a decision about this specific situation, and you expected yourself to have decided on this a very long time ago. And it's not that you didn't try to make a final decision. I do see you putting in a lot of your energy, a lot of your time to move forward from this situation, but it's hard. It's very hard for you to do so. One thing that I do know about my earth signs is you guys are like very, I don't want to say strict, but like when you make up your mind, you stick to it. So the fact that you've been having a hard time making a final decision about this circumstance or situation and sticking to it is really telling me that this is a situation where you really put your heart into, and a lot of you guys were, or you guys still are, very much madly in love with this individual. So, first you have the judgment. You have the Judgment. You guys, I promise you, I did not even pay attention to this card. When I was shuffling the cards, I was thinking to myself how many cards I should display, and I was like four. Something was telling me to display a fourth card because I typically only display three. I didn't even realize that the Judgment is here. This really just ties into what I literally just said a couple seconds ago. Why did I not pay attention to this Judgment? But yes, with the Judgment here, I'm not shocked that it came out because I literally just said earlier, like seconds ago, I felt like you guys were or have been struggling to make a final decision about something, you know? And really what I'm seeing here with the Judgment is, how do I say it? I'll be very honest with you, Earth signs. I feel like you've been doing more work than your person has been doing. And the reason why I see that is because every time they mess up, okay, and they tend to mess up a lot, your person of interest messes up a lot. Every time they tend to mess up, you forgive them. You try to find a solution to the problem that they caused. You want to move forward with them. And yes, you guys can be very forgiving, especially if you're in love with this person. But it really just shows who in this connection is more passionate, and that's you. Because if your person was just as passionate as you, they would not continually, cause problems. So the judgment card here is really saying every time you know at the back of your mind, rationally, logically, that you should move forward, you always do a 360 and you decide to stay, or you defend them, you tolerate them. So that is why you've sort of been in this cycle with this individual, and it's taking you a very long time to make a final choice. In clarity of the judgment, you do have the Ace of Wands. I do feel like you are about to start a new season. That's what I'm getting from my earth signs, where you will be pushed forward. I don't want to say forced, but in a sense it is. And this is just what happens when you are unable to start a new beginning by yourself. The universe will come in and help you out. So with this Ace of Wands, I feel like recently my earth signs have been very, very determined. I feel like something happened very recently in your life that really encouraged you to be optimistic about your future. And I'm not talking about specifically love. This could be where you got an incredible opportunity in like your career or like your finances, other aspects except for love, okay? Excluding love. Something wonderful happened in another aspect of your life that really made you feel so optimistic, and it made you realize I have so much waiting for me. My destiny is huge. My purpose is huge. I have opportunities waiting for me. I see my capabilities. I have better things to focus on, and I want to focus on other things. I want to use my full potential. I do feel like a lot of you guys have been so consumed with trying to make this connection work that you've been depriving the other aspects of your life. You've been so focused on love that you've been depriving, other aspects like your, I don't know, personal life, social life, friendships, career, finances. But whatever it was that like, whatever it is that you just gained recently, I feel like it was a positive gain that you experienced recently, and it really proved to you that there's so much more. There's so much more to life than being stuck on one situation. So this Ace of Wands is really just passion. When I looked at the card, is you feeling prepared and ready to overcome any obstacle that has been hindering your growth. And I will be honest with you, I feel like one of your obstacles that's really been tying you down is this very stagnant relationship, or should I say, connection. Okay. Next, you have the Three of Wands. So, with the Three of Wands here, I do see that someone is quite restless towards this situation. Um, is restless? No, let me use a different word. It's like there's a person here who feels like time has ran out, okay? Like this connection has ran its course, okay? It's time for me to focus on something else. And it's so interesting because if you literally look at this Three of Wands, you'll see this, I guess, rabbit looking at the time. There's a clock in this rabbit's hand and they're looking at it. And so this is really a person who feels like I've done my best. I've given it all. I've tried, especially my time. My time has been invested in something that I didn't get the outcome that I wanted. So it's time to go elsewhere and focus on something else. This is accepting the truth in a situation, accepting that, hey, you didn't get your way, but there's so much more that lies ahead. In clarity of the Three of Wands, you do have the Hierophant. Okay. So with the Hierophant, this is time to prove yourself. Prove yourself to yourself. Does that make sense? This is time to prove to yourself that you're over this, that you're done with this. With the Hierophant, I do feel like a lot of you guys don't understand that there's a reason as to why you had a hard time with making a final decision about this situation, about this person. And it's really because while you were being patient with them, you were also going through a lot of tests, okay? And so with the Hierophant here, it's basically you coming to the end of your journey and being like, you know what? I've learned a lot of lessons. I've learned to overcome that fear of being alone. This is just an example. I learned to be more independent. As I was waiting for this person to come back to me, I actually learned how to be happy with myself, by myself. I'm more stable, I'm more confident, I'm more secure. Because a lot of you guys don't realize that what was fueling you to go after a person that wasn't benefiting you was actually a fear. It could have even been like an insecurity. Like, I'm not sure if that makes sense, but it's like, for a lot of you guys who were in connections where you were like the chaser, constantly having to chase this person down in order for them to be with you. In your eyes, you were seeing that as love. You were seeing it as passion. But the Hierophant is saying, no, no, no. Don't just think about this on a surface level. Go deep. You were chasing stability. You were chasing security. And all of those things, you could have gotten it within yourself. And now look at you at the end of your journey, you gave that to yourself. Next, you have the Eight of Cups. You're leaving this situation for good. The Eight of Cups is a person, and I always say the Eight of Cups is a very heavy energy. It's a tough thing to do. This is a person who realizes that they have made a lot of investments in something that they didn't get the outcome that they wanted. And now they have not only the courage, but they have the faith that by walking away and starting a new beginning elsewhere, they will get what they were trying so hard to get with a particular person or within a particular situation. But it's really just being fed up and walking away and being tired of making investments and not seeing the benefits of those investments. And you're just like, you know what? Let me go and make investments somewhere else or with someone else so that I can get what I want, so that I can get what I deserve. In clarity of the Eight of Cups, you have the Ten of Swords. But you know what? Typically, the Ten of Swords in the upright represents a betrayal. Yours is in the reverse. So it's saying you are no longer holding on to the pain that this person caused you. Because what I'm also hearing is a lot of you guys were holding on to that trauma or that heartbreak that your person caused you, which is why you were so determined to make things work with them in order for them to, in a way, I guess you wanted them to give you closure, or you thought by you getting back with them, it would heal you. You were still holding on to this situation and being very vulnerable to this situation. But the Ten of Swords is saying you're no longer affected by what happened or affected by them. You're releasing this. You're releasing the trauma. You're releasing that feeling of heartbreak and betrayal. You're no longer allowing them to have power over you. Next, you do have the Six of Pentacles. So, really, what I'm seeing here with the Six of Pentacles, typically the Six of Pentacles represents the need for balance, Okay. And so in clarity of the Six of Pentacles, look at what you have. You have the Four of Wands. So it's saying this was also one of your obstacles here, where you were constantly looking for stability from someone else. And what you didn't realize is you found yourself in a lot of unrequited love situations where, you were doing more work than they were. So you were trying to, I don't know, I feel like a lot of you guys were searching for what you could have very much given yourself. But like I said, the whole point of that lesson is to show you that you are capable of giving yourself what you were looking for another person to give you. I hope that makes sense. But with the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, this is you completely being successful independently. This is you being so comfortable in your solitude and really not having that itch for another person to accompany you. The Four of Wands represents victory, it represents redemption, because you have accomplished that journey. Remember what I said, it's like this is all a journey for you, and now that you're seeing things differently, you're seeing the big picture in it, you have no problem with accepting your mistakes in the past and accepting this, I guess what you would consider, I don't want to say it's a defeat, it's just you realizing, hey, I made silly mistakes, I let this person take advantage of me, but it made me better. It made me stronger. It allowed me to get over my own personal fears. So, this is just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. The message came so clearly to me. Earth signs, I really do hope that this helps, at least to give you some confirmation that you are on the right track. Please understand that this is a general reading. So if you would like a private reading, you're more than welcome to visit my channel, visit my website. The link to my website is in the description box, and you will see that I offer a variety of private readings of all prices. So if you're interested, you're welcome to visit that website. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. Thank you guys so much, Earth signs. I really do appreciate your support, and you guys have a great day.